computer. At the end of this, so this is just DJ. I'm not gonna look at that now. So I might look at EU. EU's coming down a bit. See how EU's breaking my little level here. Oh damn, it broke it. Okay, you see how this works?
That's clean.
You see it's clean, right? You see how I had this level here? I had this level
Yep.
here earlier. I had it earlier on another call, and I said if it comes down to X, see X, see X is there, X is there. This is breaking structure right here. You see the little BOS on the indicator? It's clearly broke the structure. So this is an entry right here. It broke and retested. So you'd got in right here. We'd be in this trade right now. See? So if it comes down to X, he says, look, here's X. See, X is right here. This is a clear, easy call to make. We should have been in the trade up here at 6 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday, right? Evening, and you'd roll it all the way down. So you got a sell signal right here.
Yep.
Look, this is from. Let's look at this. Where's this from? What indicator is this? I think it's the pro algo. Let's see, pro algo. Yeah, pro algo. Right? Is that pro algo out there? Yeah. There's another one I need to bring in here. I probably don't need to use that one, but let me see if I can bring in. There's another one. 4 Ps. See the 4 Ps are the program algos I have. See. Pro waves, pro oscillator. Look at this. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at that. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. All 4 Ps call the trade. Look at this. Beautiful, right? Bring it up here. Let me see. Look at this. Look at this. Now it's oversold, so it's going to reverse. It may not reverse on the call that I'm on, but it's going to reverse. See how this got called here? Sell right there. Look at that. Yep. Look at the pro waves going down, right? And look at this. Look at the oscillator going down too, right? Look at this. All lines up. So you could have got it right here. Look at this lineup right there. Right here is the lineup, right? You see that? Look at that. With the red dots there. Look at that. All lined up. This would have been a perfect sell right now. This would have been a perfect entry right here. Here it is right here. Somebody want to know where the perfect entry is? This is the perfect entry right here. This is sniper entry right here. Using this is a 4P sniper. 4P sniper. And what 4P is pro algo. I can't say them all, so I'm kind of tired of saying them all. So what is the 4P sniper? It's pro concepts, pro algo, pro waves, pro oscillator, and the sieve. It's all part of the Dana Pro trading right there. So I got all that from there. So what I'm saying is that you could do this with no indicators, right? What if I didn't have indicators on here? They said, well, Jay, that's indicators, what's going on? Okay, well, that's fine. Look at this. It's still the same price action, right? I already had a line drew up here. You see that line I drew up there, right? That was the high right there. This was the high of Asia and the low of Asia at the point of time I checked it. And it broke. It clearly broke, right? It broke the X. X was market spot. So I'm definitely going to get an updated trading view because I need more indicators on here. Well, that's kind of bad to say, but you see clearly where it broke. And my man Mike told me look at this earlier. What even looking at it? So here's another dude. Look at this dude. This dude here is telling me to sell oil. See this dude right here? That's another dude I follow. I do work for him. So he's telling me to sell oil. Price may differ in some brokers. That's a oil sell at 2:57 in the morning. So let's see. Sometimes I take signals from other people and check it and see if they're legit. Right? DJ is right here. So my trend line. So I got 2 minutes left on this trade here, right? So I'm gonna come over here to oil and see. I'm gonna see if this is worth taking. Oil for sell. Would you take this sell? Let's see. Oh, 3 minutes. I'm gonna take this. Oil's a different thing, right? Tell me, guys. Morning. Would you take this sell for oil? Maybe before up here, but see, I don't know where he's at. I think he's overseas in Saudi Arabia, so his signal might be later. That's the problem with signals, because it might be later. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to what they have here, but it's another minute and change. Nonetheless, let's see what happens. I told you that GJ moves in London, not at 3 o'clock automatically, but it does move. So here's the 15-minute time frame right here. So I'm gonna see what happens. You saw the EU played out perfectly. This is a 4P sniper right here. Played out perfectly right there. It closed above below my X, right? And then it retested. This is a perfect retest. This is perfect break and close and retest right here. So the TP would be down here because where this zone is down here, right? Or it could be down here. Here's another zone down here, right? Down here. So look at this. It may come down to here too, right? That's a TP2, TP1, TP2. That's how they get TP1, TP2. TP1, TP2s are from zones. That's where they got them from. I don't know if anyone knew that or not. They don't come out of thin air. They come from the analysis. Now I got what? 24 seconds left before 3 o'clock rolls around. So I said we'll look at this trade here. So let's check it out. So I drew a little, let's say I went to the hour time frame, right? I drew a little trend line here, right? Let's see what you got. All right, so we're looking for a break and close of my trend line, right? On the 1 hour time frame. So here it is. Let's see what we got. Let's see what it does. Let's see what the next candle. If the next candle opens up, it opens up below, right? And now it's red, right? It's red. And look, let's go to 15-minute time frame. Let's see what it's doing. Okay, got a little momentum here, right? Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. Let's see if we can see. Let's see if we can scalp this, right? Okay, so you see that it broke the trend line, right? And it retested the trend line. So that's a good sign. So I'm gonna wait. That's 5 minutes. Remember, we're trading from 3 to 4:15. If I don't see a trade between now and 4:15, I'm not trading. I'm kind of looking at EU, right? EU's kind of playing around a little bit. This oil trade was called, but okay. This is 15-minute time frame. This might go. It might work. But like I said, I'm not gonna tell you to trade it. I'm just looking here to see what trades you have available. If this breaks this trend line here and retest it, it's possible entry. But I'm looking here to see. See, this is the 1 hour trend line here. 1 hour trend line. It broke the 1 hour trend line, right? Okay, so it's open at 3 a.m. So let's see. This is a FVG right here, right? This is a fair value gap on the 15-minute time frame right here. Look right here. So this is powerful. This 15 minutes right there. So you can play off this 15-minute FVG right here. Simple, right? Right in there. So you can see how it's rejecting it, right? So this could be a possible good sell move. You're trying to get 20 pips, right? If you're trying to get that. So you see what's going on. It's moving, right? See that? Let's see. Look at the 1 minute time frame. See what you got. It's clearly moving. You see it clearly moving. So what do? Well, this is where your risk management comes to play. Do you take this trade or you sit on it and watch it? You sit from the sideline or you take it? Well, it followed my rules, right? It broke my it broke the trend line and retested it. So the entry will be right here. And now you got the liquidity candle right there. Everybody see that? So it's playing around this 15-minute time frame on the 5-minute, excuse me. So liquidity candle right there. This is a nice little gap right here. So this got to be careful. This little FVG right here, based on this here. So we'd have to see this break. I don't want to see this break this zone right here. It had to break this line right here for me to say, okay, well, you know what? Right here, because that's the bottom of the FVG over here. This support FVG right here. See that? So I want to see this break. It's kind of breaking, right? So this might be a nice little setup. The entry's right there. So if I would have got this trade, so I'm actually going to get this trade. I'm convinced that we're good. So I'm getting in this trade. I'm personally getting in this trade because I see what I want to see. Now, if I get burned, I get burned. That's just how it works, right? That's how it works. But I'm showing you why I'm getting this trade. I just got this trade. I entered this trade. I'm in this trade right now. And I'm going to enter it on my other account here. So now you see what I'm talking about. I just entered this trade, DJ. Now, if I get burned, we get burned. That's how it works, right? I'm entering this trade on DJ right here. So, and I'll enter it again. So I entered 2 positions on this trade on GJ. Okay, so I'm in the trade for GJ right now, and I'm up 3 pips. Right? Everybody see that? I entered this trade on GJ, right? And I'm up 3 pips already. You see what's happening, right? Everybody see what's happening? Let's see. Let me go to the 15. I'm not scalping this thing. Look at this, right? So now this is our time. This is our trend line, right? Our trend line. So look at this. It's tanking now, right? Look at this. Right at 3 o'clock. This like I told you would tank, right? Look at that. So I'm gonna come back over here and I'm gonna draw another trend line. So I need to see what's going on here, right? Another trend line here, right there, right? Right there. All right. This is 15-minute time frame. These are 1 hour trend lines on a 15-minute. That was the FVG. Let me see right here, right there. So I got 2 trend lines on the hour trend line, hour timeline, right? Time frame, 15-minute time frame. Now I'm waiting for this break here, right? I'm waiting for this break. So now we just got to wait. Now I'm negative, but it's going to play around. Like I said, if this entry here, so I entered too late, right? I entered at 163.795. So you can see my entry. Let me go over here. My entry is 163.785. 163.785. 163.785. That's where I entered. So you can see I'm kind of in profit right now. My entry should have been up here, but I didn't. I want to wait for the retest, right? You normally wait for the candle to close, but I didn't. But you should wait for the candle to close. That should be the goal. Once the candle closes, because I'm still on the hour time frame, see, I'm still working it. You see, and you see it's a little rejection there, right? You see the little wick there. Remember, it's only been 6 minutes since the candle opened. You know what I'm saying? So it's playing around now. See, so I'm negative right now, but I still feel confident that this trade is going to go to my direction because you do have some drawdown with GJ. I mean, it would have been nice if I got up here someplace, right? But I came to try to at 245 and look at my analysis and say, okay, what do I have here? And what do I have over here? Let's see. Let me go over to the 4 Ps and see. 4 Ps, right? The 4 Ps here. All right, let's see what you got. I'll come down here, put it down here. With sometimes with trading view, the graphs get kind of jumbled up here a little bit, but let's trade it out. All right, so now it's going green a little bit, right? I still like what I have so far. Let's see. I mean, it may turn on me, but it did break below the trend line. It's bouncing on this FVG like I told you earlier, so this might burn us, might burn me. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Let's go to 15-minute time frame and see. Okay, so I've got this bullish candle here, right? But I still feel good because this is FVG up here. This is a red FVG. Even though this is pushing up here, it's pushing up, and they could push up and take this FVG out. It's possible, but trend line break, retest. So they got that there so far, so they got to wait. This is the FVG right here in a 15-minute time frame. So I feel confident that 15. Hold on, I don't want that. I want it here. Let's see. Okay. See, it's coming back down again. See. So now you had to play with your emotions because you saw the when you trade this, you have to be dead, be like a zombie. Because if not, you have emotions, you'll be all over the place. So I'm in here now. Look how it's playing right on the 15-minute FVG right there. It's beautiful, right? It broke the trend line. I got a sell signal right here. So the sell signal right here is what I'm looking for. This was earlier. So my man, let's see if I can get a thing here. No, if I can get a down arrow right here, right? This. There we go. That's nice. All right. So I was down negative 27 pips. Now I'm down 14 pips. So I'm still waiting. Remember, this is the process. This is not a race, it's a marathon. I have to wait. So it broke this trend line. Yeah, what's up, man?
Question for you, man. When it's going your way, do you add to the position?
Yes, I'm going to wait. If once it breaks this trend line here, I'm putting another position in. I'm just waiting. I'm trying to get this position to do what I need to do. So let's see, what am I waiting for? Because see, these are let me just take these trend lines off a second. Those are hourly trend lines. If I come to the hour here, right? Hour. Okay. So I'm waiting for this to break. It's playing around in this zone here. So let's go to the 15-minute time frame to see. 15 time frame might be a little bit more friendlier. 5-minute time frame to see. See, I got a little, it's retesting the trend line again. See, it's retesting that trend line again. It's retesting the first hour trend line. Somebody says, would you reverse your position if it takes you out of FEG? Well, again, what's your stop loss? My stop loss is 20 pips. So if it hits 20 pips and takes me out, then I'm getting out. You see, he's trying to play around. It's retesting this. It's retesting this. My stop loss is above the FEG, right? Somewhere up here. Somewhere up here. So this is my entry was right there, right? I told you 163.785 here. So my entry has to, my stop loss is to be above the FEG. So I mean that 40 pip stop loss is tight. That's kind of high. So you can put it somewhere up here, maybe. Depends on your stop. Depends on your risk management. I do 30 to 40 pips. So let's see what it does here. It's playing around. Long as it retests, long as it stays in this FEG right here. I don't want it to break the FEG. I might be in negative for a minute, which is fine. But this here tells me that I might be oversold. So gotta take that into consideration. See what's going on. Because this here, look, this is a buy zone right here. See, so this might jack me up right here. This buy zone right here. See, this is an FEG right here, and when it came down here, it bounced off there. See, I gotta be careful of that because it's trading between this level and this level. What levels are trading between? It was trading between here, right, and here, right. Those two levels right there. That's where we are right now. We're trading between these two levels right there. So, you know, the ultimate entry would have been here, but I got sell signal here, right? It bounced off this FEG, bouncing off this trend line, bouncing off. So this might just crash. Again, it's only 310, so you gotta kind of wait. See what EU did. The EU now is that's testing the bottom X. See, bottom X. So you're gonna have that. Let's see what this does here. So like I said earlier, I'm currently in this trade. I'm down negative 20 pips. You know, we just wait. When I'm waiting, I can check another pair, right? I'm on earnings pair already, so I'm waiting for this dude or something. EU. So I need it to come down here. I need it to push down. It's not pushing down far enough for me. Then the sell would have been up here. Then it would have came down here, and like I said, I got a trend line break of the 1 hour time frame, 1 hour trend line, right? If we tested how many times? 1, 2, right? Then the FEG's up here. Where's the FEG, 50-minute FEG? Up here, see? Right here. Right up here. That one right there, right? There's 15-minute time frame here. So I gotta look and see. All right, got that long wick. So that's where price went. When so they'll open up here, right? And the buyers are pushing it up. But you can see where the buyers are pushing it up because it's right on this FEG right here. This FEG really needs to get broken for me to like say, okay, well, it's doing some stuff. Right? The pro ways is red here. You see what this also says. So I'm still waiting. So this is what Sunday. So sometimes the price don't move automatically on Sunday as you think it should. So we just gotta wait and see. But I feel confident about this sell here. Like I said, this sell would have been, what time is this? This is 1:45. So if I would have been looking at this earlier, then I would have gotten the trade back. This would have been a nice little trade here. You see, hit the highs up here. This was 9 o'clock in the night. So you see that this worked out here. So now we're 2:30 and we're trying to basically take this down where? Down to here.
Is it fair to say your JPY is struggling to pierce the 50 on the 15 minutes?
Yeah. So
Okay.
so what do we need to do? We need to put a I don't say gun to his head, but we need to give it some money or something to push because it's struggling, man. It's struggling big time, man. So I mean, what do we do here? We sit on it. This is where we have to be patient. I was telling another friend of mine that he was like, yo, man, I don't have patience like you do. I said, you gotta have patience, man. You gotta be a zombie, man. You can't have no feelings, man. You really can't. Because once you start putting those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lot sizes on these trades, and you see it going the other way negative, you're at negative $200. What do? Oh, I'm close a trade. No, I mean, again, what are you trying to risk? It all depends what you're risking. If you're risking $200 to get 1,000, then you close the trade out. That's like, okay, I'm risking $2 to get $10, right? So
it's gonna go below 163.375.
that's what I want. And the trade might go break even. Still done a loss. But you know, you want to win. That's the big thing. I want 163.785. That's what I want. That's where I entered. My entry is 163.785. Now I'm down 10 pips. I was down at one point 20 pips, but I'm okay because my stop loss is what? 30. 35, somewhere up in there. So I've entered this trade on one position right now. So I'm waiting for this position to get filled. And then, but look, where am I taking it? I might just wind up moving it to break even. If it goes 30, 40 pips, I'll put it at break even or give me some, I'll take 20 pips and let it ride for the rest of the night. And then when I wake up for New York, I don't know what happens. I'm not gonna stay up till 9:30, but okay, we got it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. See, it's breaking past, remember, 163.75. Okay, so then once it breaks the second trend line, I want to retest, and then I'm gonna come back in and draw a third trend line. This is called fanning it out on a 1 hour timeline. See, here we go. Here we go. This is the 15. 5 minutes should be looking good, right? Yeah, look at that. Now it's testing a second hour trend line. Here we go. I'm up 3 pips now. Here we go, right? So we just gotta wait. It's only 3:15. You know, get you some beer or some whenever, hang out. Shoot, I might just go to 4:30 and see. I'm gonna take it to 4:30. I'm gonna hang with you all at 4:30. Some of us may stay, some of us may not. I don't know, but if I'm in this trade again, like I said, let me flip the EU real quick. See what EU is doing. EU is getting ready to sell too. We're down to X. See, I need to break X. If it breaks X, if this breaks and closes below X, I'm taking this trade. I'm just telling you, because look at the potential of this. Potential if X is here, what? That's a 40 pip move that I'm going to look at for the EU. If it break below this little X, I'm gonna go GJ. So we got. See, he's playing around again. See, doesn't want to. But this is what you get from trading, because look, what is this FEGs here, right? This is FEG right here. This is a 5-minute FEG, right? So support level. This is a support level here. 5-minute, 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 5-minute support level. FEG support level, right? So I gotta wait to see. I'm down -3 pips. Do I get out because I'm scared? No. I'm staying here, right?
Would you take a, would you consider a 1 minute golden for trading currencies?
You could, yeah. That's super scalping.
Okay.
There's a lot of good stuff in here. I had sell signal here at 313, right? On a 1 minute time frame. So I like what I see here. It just got to break some levels. It's just playing around, but I got a 1 minute. This is the 15-minute FEG on a 1 minute time frame right here. This little gray area right there. You can see it. It says 15 right there. So I needed to reject in there too. This is the halfway point. This is the halfway point here. It's like a highway of the red FEG, and it's wicking inside here. So that's a good thing. Okay. So everything is looking good. I got a valid OB up here. So this is all red area. This is all red here. This is telling me that, hey man, you know what? Just hang out for a couple more minutes, man. We're gonna try to hook you up. You know. So now it's gotta wait. It really needs to break this level here. I want to see break this. Has to break this. Has to break this here. Basically, that's the trend line. It's the second hour trend line I have here. Everybody see that? That's the second hour trend line. Has to break that second hour trend line. But it may not break it on a 1 hour time frame. I prefer to break it on a 5-minute time frame. So that's what I'm doing. It's playing around. It's 3:18. So I always say that DJ normally moves between 3 and 4:30. Sometimes it moves out the box, sometimes it doesn't. So you have to be patient. It has to break 173. It has to break 163.75. And right now it's 8:31. So I have to see this break. So what we do, we gotta wait. But I love everything about it. Break a structure right here. It's retesting this little zone here, right there. So let's see, 5-minute time. What 1 minute time frame say? 1 minute time frame says what? Okay, so now it's playing around this zone here. See, it won't break 163.75 and won't go below it. It tried to a little bit, right? But it's not. Let's see what you got here. Come down to 5-minute time frame. Yeah, it's stuck, man. So what else we do? Well, we can sit down and wait. Talk politics. It needs to break this level. It's struggling. It wicked here, wicked here, wicked here. So I need to see a clear candle break this level here for me to take a second position. Right now, it's just dangling right on 163. What now? 710. The top of this FEG here. Little zone here. So we got this. So we need to wait. All right. So what else we got? Look at EU. EU is trying to break my X, right? Did it break my X? I didn't break the X. So once it needs to break this level right here. If it break this level right here, here's a level right here. If it breaks this level right there, boom. That's the X right there, right? This is a 30-minute support line. So if it breaks this line right here, then I can see it coming down, but I gotta wait. This line don't need here. This is the 4P sniper because it has all four. I think I'll say call it there. Has all of the prerogative stuff. Has it all, right? Has everything. Oh, there it is, right? Has the prerogative, pro waves, pro oscillator, pro concepts, and a sieve. So everything's being worked here at the same point in time for EU, right? That's why I call it 4P sniper, because you would want to get a trade up here. So let's come down to X. Let's see what this is doing. It's going the other way. So it's bounced off this here. Come down. I'm down to negative 11 pips. So it may come all the way back up to retest this trend line up here. It's possible to do that. Let's say, you see, it's coming up here, but it's in this gap right here. See, there's a little bit of support here. As I told you before, it's a 5-minute FEG support, so I'm not surprised it's bouncing here. But here's a little golden FEG. This is a golden 15-minute FEG right here, so it might just pop back down here again. See, all depends. We're seeing weight. So it's wicked up here, right? So if this keeps going, it'll take out this little fair value gap, but it's not. You see how it's wicking right there? Clearly trying to like do something. Okay, I got a strong wick right here, strong wick right here, right in the halfway point. So this might be a good inclination that might try to go back down. So we kind of have to wait and see what we got here. So I'm still holding this trade. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. Somebody's back. Let's see who's that. I don't know who that is. So anyway, let's see. All right, so it's trying to come back down, right? So you see that it rejected up the fair value gap right here. This is a 1-minute fair value gap. Is that right? No, I'm sorry, 15-minute fair value gap on a 1-minute time frame. So let's see what the 5-minute time frame says. Okay. Remember, the news is 163.75, so I can't do nothing until it breaks 163.75. But this pro waves here is way oversold, so you know this may not play out the way I wanted it to play out. But it has all the good setups, right? The setup would have been right here, the sell signal right here, right up here. This would have been the you see that I'm way late to the trade. Oh, we don't here. So, and that's okay, because remember, you get in the trades. Some people can't come in at 145. You know, you coming in at 3, so we came in at 3, and let's see what 3 does. Let's see if we're gonna get blessed for 3. Look at this. It's breaking 6. It's breaking 785. See about that? And let's see, breaking I'm about 5 pips now. So now it's coming down to the 5-minute support line here. See? All right, let's see what it does. Okay, so it's wicking off this again. So I got 1, 2, 3 wicks. So it might close below 785. Right? I got that 5-minute FEG right there. So let's see what it does. So I'm in profit, but we gotta see. I'm still waiting. Level was 785, so 758. So I've got another minute and 10 on this candle, 5-minute candle. So let's see. If it breaks this line here, this is the second trend line of the hour, right? See? Oh, see, now it's wicking on this. It's wicking on the 1-hour trend line. Let's see, 5-minute time frame. All right, see how it's wicking hard on this. It's coming back up. See, it's coming back up. It's playing around it here. So, gotta wait. If it breaks this trend line, it's gonna come down here to X. See what? Let me see. Let me show you where X is. Where X? X is here. That's my TP1 right here. X. So that's my TP1 right now so far. If I can get it down to here, right? Let me move this down a little bit here. If I can get there. Somebody question? Let's hear this here.
क्या साला मैंने
TP2 is down here somewhere.
Shalin के साथ दे दो.
Oh, you have a question? A statement? I can't hear you saying. Okay, so let's see. Where's the second TP? Okay, so it's still, see how it raised above 163.75. Now it's come down again. See, this is like emotional coaster. All right, where's the second TP at? Going to be down here. The second, here's another FEG right here. So you about to see it right there. Boom. So TP1 is 163.500, and TP2 is going to be somewhere 163.312. So it still won't. It doesn't want to close below that second trend line. It's kind of a pain. So it's like, okay, well, it's sitting here doing that. What EU's doing? So you look at EU's coming down to my X. To that. All right. So I said earlier, if it comes down to X, if it comes down here and breaks this here, I'm jumping this trade. See that? If it comes down to X, I'm coming down and break that trade. Coming to X, right? See that? What's next? Coming on to X. So we got some good setups here. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Here we go. See how it's playing with me, man. I need to come out of X. Right? Remember, see that? I entered the trade what time? At 3 o'clock. So I've been in this trade for 27 minutes. And I'm up 6 pips. I'm up 6 pips, down 7 pips. I was down 30 pips one time. Right? So let's see if she's gonna make her mind up. Right? I gotta break this 5-minute support level right here. If I can break this support level, it's clean sailing, right? It's clean sailing down to X. Right? Because I don't have nobody down there. See? Beautiful. I just needed to come down to X. Where's how many pips is X? This is where I got in, right? I got in. I told you were here, right? Well, I'm sorry, here. So that's going to be 27 pips, and then I'm done for the night, right? That's what I want. Everybody see that? I want 27 pips. Boom. That's what I want right there. So come on to X. And it won't close. It wicked below the trend line, but it's not coming down. So it's 328. Is there any news coming? I think let's see. I'll post that video that I did earlier today. We took some trades. We took a trade on GJ today. Oh, look at this. Ooh, nice. Coming on X. So if it comes down to X, I'm putting the second position in. See, it's coming past X. I need to come past X. I got to come past X. There's X right here. Boom. And then that's TP1 right here. TP1 is X. And TP2 is second X. Everybody see that? It's simple, right? TP1 is X, right? Equals X. Right? That's X right there. Ah, it's got to push X. I need to see it push past X. And TP2, let me clone this guy, is this here. Right? Easy peasy, right? See? I'm about to get my 20 pips and then I'm gonna get out. Right? So it's wicking on this. Let's go. It's 3:30 in the morning. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's push this thing down. All right, look at this. Oh, nice. TP1 is X. Got a scratchy throat. All right, let's go. Are we getting that? Remember, the goal would have been up here. You'd see that you'd have been straight if you'd caught it up here. But again, we weren't on the chart at 145, so we can't do FOMO. We got it at 3 o'clock, and let's see if it's going to bless us. I only want 27 pips, right? Where we at? Where we at? I'm up 21 pips right now. I'm up 21 pips. I got my 21 pips. I have my 21 pips already. I'm up 21 pips right now. So I'm done. I'm good, right? I should be straight. I should close all my trades out, right? I got my 21 pips. I'm straight. Who will close this out? I'm got my 21 pips. I'm out. I should be done, right? I'm done. But now you get greed. What's greed got to do with it? Greed gonna say, oh, well, damn, why don't you stay in the trade, man? What's greed? Greed will kill you, right? Won't greed kill you? So I'm in this trade right now, and I'm kind of, now it's at X. So now I can move my stop loss, right? Stop loss was somewhere up here. I can move it into profit, right? Move it into profit. Move the stop loss into profit somewhere up here at the bottom of the FVG. Let it ride. So now it's a risk-free trade. Now I'm straight. So now I don't have to worry about it. You move your stop loss to break even, or you can put it right here, right, and let it ride. But I want to put it in. I want to put it in right about here. How about that? Just saying. Okay, it's breaking past X, second X. So if it breaks past second X, I'm putting another position in. I'm putting in a second position. If it breaks past X, you see, I already got TP1 already. I'm good, right? This trade is won. I won a trade. I just won. So if you took this trade, you should be winning. If you took it, you should be winning. If you took this trade and won, type 3 1s. 3 1s is that you took it.
concur. I'm in it and I'm green.
Okay. Okay. So that means you won. So whoever took this trade won, and they saw how I did it. Not, oh, well, to me, if it lost, then I'll take responsibility for that. But I didn't tell you to trade it. If you did like 10 lots on this and you lost, you blew your account, that's not my fault. But
Jay,
if you
I
took
gotta be transparent.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm not very big on Forex. I'm used to options.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I figure
that's
I'd
cool.
paper
Yeah.
trade this for a week.
Yeah, most
But
definitely.
it's technically green.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Well, however you gotta do it. You're right. I total concur. And I'm getting into options, man. I just set up my TD Ameritrade, excuse me. So, and I'm gonna be putting some money in there. And I'm gonna be working on that. So actually I'm probably gonna lean on you or Seb for that, man, because I want to learn options, man. Because that's paid. I understand how this works now. It can't be any different. You know what I'm saying? So
There's a big difference.
well, and trading wise, but I know that I can still do it with how the trade goes.
You're right. The concepts are the same. It's just the trade wise, you're not going to be holding. You may not hold an option contract for as long as we've been holding this Forex trade.
Oh, that's fine. I'll hold it for 5 minutes. I'll hold it for 5 minutes if I can. But no, yeah, I'm probably gonna be tapping on your shoulder, you and Seb's shoulder on this. There's so many things you can make money off, man. So I want to explore everything.
Sure.
And I'm thinking about doing their prop firm also. I'm not sure yet. I gotta see. But here we go, right? Okay, so it's kind of playing around, right? We already had TP1, so now it's up to you to dump this trade and get 20 pips or continue to stay in the trade. So on one account, I'm closing it out because I already won this trade already. See, on one account, I'm just trying to increase the account day by day depending on what account you have. It all depends on what account you have. But if people flip accounts, then the flip would have been right here. Because if you flip an account, then you're sniper on it because it broke. It did whatever we needed to do. It broke this 5-minute FVG, came on the X. It did everything I said it was going to do. Sometimes it doesn't do that. So now what's EU doing? EU is here, right? Right? EU is here. So remember, this is X2, but this would have been at 6 o'clock in the morning. So oil is breaking my little trend line here, right? So this little trade that the dude said could be valid, but that's too many pairs I'm trying to look at. I'm just looking at this guy here. So this now it's bounced off here. So what we got? So I got my 20 pips. So my 20 pips is all done already. You see? I don't care about this green bull candle over here because all I wanted to do was get my 20 pips, right? So my 20 pips came from here. I entered this here, right? And I came down and I got my 28 pips right there. So I'm done.
Do you mind sharing what's the size of position you took for something like this?
1.50 on one account.
How much?
1.50. I took two. Here's I have 2 accounts. I have 3 accounts actually, but I'm gonna share this with you because I like to be transparent. This is one account. that I shared. You see this right here? Can see it?
Yeah.
I didn't have a stop loss on it, but you see I won 643, right? I had 0.5 position. You do lose some trades, see? I lose some trades. See, I lost this trade right here. See that trade right there?
Yeah.
Trade I lost. So you lose trades. That's the niche. That's the beach of the game. Beach of the game, nature of the game, whatever. But I took it at 0.5. This trade was up like $10, but you see it retraced. So this count, I did 0.05 on it. And how much does this count? This count is 268. So I'm not going to be going wild with 1.5 on it because I don't have enough money in it. But I'm gonna build this account from 268 to 1,000. It may take me a couple of weeks. Depends on how much I trade. I don't trade this much a lot on this account. I use it to build up. This is my challenge account. So I challenge myself to build. When this gets to 500, I might take the money out. It depends, who knows. But I'd like to trade smaller accounts. I just opened up this other account. That's for flipping accounts. That's what's so beautiful about flipping accounts. Look at this account right here. How many people would flip this account? How much money is in this account right here? It's 1360, right? I put 1360 in this account. So the goal to have for this account is
$13.60.
yes,
is that it?
right.
Okay.
Because so in this account I can do NOS mini. So I can put 0.05 lot size on this because it's a smaller account. But the goal is if you can take this account from 1360 to 50, you've increased it by 3 times, right? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not 1,000, but same
You're
same
testing
principle.
it. You're testing
Exactly.
it out, basically.
Exactly. Same
You're
principle.
building discipline muscles.
Right.
I
So
get
it. But not many people else get that. You know what I'm saying? So almost all good. You gotta take your poison or however you do it. You know what I'm saying? But the other ones I took 150 because you have enough money there to cover it. But like I said, I was willing to.
Yeah.
I'm willing to lose money.
350.
Mhm.
I was up 350 on it, and then when it raced, I made 160 on it. So I get it. That's pretty cool.
But the goal would have been up here. But I didn't get there. I just want to show that you can get in the trade at 3 o'clock, and now I'm done. Right now, what I'm doing? It's kind of playing around a little bit. So let's go to another pair. See EU. EU's not breaking my X. So the goal. Here's the goal. The goal is this, and not many people can do this. And everyone wants to be high rollers. You can't be a high roller for 30 months.
You can't be a high roller if you can't be consistent. You're making $100 a day.
Exactly. For 30 days, get 20 pips per day for 30 straight days. If you can do that for 30, I mean, if you do 60 days for 2 months, if you do 2 months of straight to 20 pips and get out, 20 pips, 2 months, get 20 pips per day. If you can do that, then you're a master.
I'm gonna call you Mark Douglas.
Yeah, right. Then you're a master. You're a master. If you can get for 2 months, if you can do this, 2 months, that's master. That's master. Let's see. Some guy called oil, right? Well, it's bounced over here, so I'm not really paying this that too much. All right. So what we got here? So okay. So it's playing around. My second position is going to be past X, so I'm still waiting. It's 3:39 in the morning. So this thing has another hour to decide if it's going to do. TP1's here.
Are you still in it, or are you cashed out?
I cashed out TP1.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had to get you got to get the profit, man. Profit was good. You got to get the profit. Let me see if I can share. Hold on. Yeah, you got to get the profit, man. Because that's the whole part of the ball game. But like I was saying, my friend, it's like, yo, man, I got this $50 right here. I said, okay, see what you got. What I want to do is I want to flip this from 50 to 1,000. I said, okay, how you gonna do that? Well, I gotta get 20 pips per day for 2 months. I said, you can do it. You can do it. So this is my. Hold on. I've got too much going on here. Sometimes it's kind of. This is what I did. Hold on. Sometimes you get confused with too many things going on. That could be a bad thing. Let's see. Okay, so this is my little Discord group that I belong to. Some people know, some people don't know. It's all good. So I got this. See, everybody see that? That was my
Matt-
entry, right?
Matt group.
Yeah, Matt group, right? My Matt group, yeah. So I got in here, and you see, I didn't have a stop loss to take profit on this, but because I kind of knew what this is a scalp. So sometimes I use stop loss, sometimes I don't. But I was monitoring this trade over here, so I knew what was happening. But this was in a negative. This was like negative 300, negative 400. You know, I'm okay with that because it's a big account. I can't do it on a smaller account. That would be ludicrous. It's called risk management. So risk management has to be, you know, on top lockdown. All right. So this was my analysis here, right? So I'm still open to TP2. It's now it's going on 345. So I won. I can walk away from this terminal saying, hey, you know what? Damn, I got my trade, man. I'm good. So I won some money. So if you took this trade and you won, then you're straight. Now, sometimes you could lose a trade too. And I'll be the first to tell you that I've lost trades. No one wins 100%. Nobody does. If you can tell me someone that's winning 100%, I want to meet them, man. Nobody wins 100% of the time. This is impossible. Only the market makers that make the money move do that. The retail traders can't do 100%. But you just want to take the high probability setups. And look at this here. Look how beautiful this was. It turned red here. I mean, I can put a line right here and say that I put a line right here, and there's the red dot right there, right on the oscillator, and I got the red flip, as Scott Dev says, and up here I got a sell signal. I got an order block right here. How many? Look at that. That's like what, 5 confluences right there with the indicators. This by itself, right there. I got a sell right here. Boom. I got a 15-minute FVG up here. So if it came up here, it'd have been a double top. So it didn't come up there. I got a valid OB. I got a 15-minute FVG, which is here, which I have all of right here. And then everything's going down. And then everything's going down here. And the oscillator's going down. Look at that. That's textbook. It's a textbook trade right there. And it's like I was telling you, you can get 20 pips in London from DJ. We got it right here. Look at that. The 27 pips, about right. How much that was? How much 27 pips? It was here. From here to here, right? Look at that. Boom. Easy 27 pips, right? To X. That's all you need to do. Now you can go to sleep. So you just build that up. You just do that every day. You do that every day. You do that every day. And GJ will get you some pips. So now I'm good with that. So now I'm gonna move my attention to NAS, because NAS is where we want to trade this day, baby. All right, so we got NAS. Look at NAS here. Let me go over here, NAS, real quick. Because NAS, the 930 NAS with the ADD, that's deadly, man. That's deadly.
Jay, I'm going back to bed. I'll see you at 9:30.
All right. All right, man. Take care. I'm about to get off here in a minute, but I just wanted to see what's going on.
All right.
All right, take care. What you got here? All right. No, let's see. I'm gonna go to where's my other one here? At 9:30 at NAS, it moves. Smart candles. Where's I'm gonna do 1 minute time frame here. This is ADD. Trying to find out where that's at. I don't have that set up no place. I have to set up an indicator for that thing. There's another one here. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. So in 6 hours, now we're open. I mean, it's open now. Sorry, but it'll open up as a regular 9:30 stock. So let me get rid of this here. Delete this and add this ADD here. Favorites. Let's see. ADD. No. Market internals here. All right. So this is my market internals here, right? I should have this thing hooked up right the right way. Let's see. ADDs here. Things like that. I think it's 1800 and 1800. All right. So this is how I use the market internals. to trade this thing. All right, so then this is where I'm at here. Let's see. I don't know, the candles are the same way, right? Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Where's this coming from? The size? No. Here. Oh, here. Okay, well that's fine. It just shows these candles here like this. So let's see what is that. So I can find it. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go over here and do it. This way it might be better. Let's see. Go over here 1 minute. Here we go. Here's one. Let's go there and do that. That's better. Okay, here we go. Take this off. All right, so I got my 1 minute NAS going on here. And bring it up here. Let's see. And I'm gonna show you how I'm looking at the market entry tomorrow. Actually, sorry, 6 hours from here. All right, so let's see. Let's get this guy moved up here. I probably could put one more in here, right? Deviation here. That's 4. Take this one out. I probably can bring in another one I have here. Nah, that's kind of trash. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see what you got. Okay, here we go. All right, let's take off all the just playing around different indicators to see what I can find. So let's move the drawings. All right, so I'm looking at let's see, what do we have here? ADD. I want to draw on my values here, right? But so negative 1800. 1800 here, right? 1800. Show baseline. Show dotted lines. There we go. I might need the baseline though. Oh wait, that's a baseline there, right? It's like you need the baseline. Take the baseline down, takes all those numbers out. Okay, that's fine. Show dash lines. Where's dash lines at? Okay, that's fine. All right, so we want to see if it opens up below 1800 or above 1800. So let's see where it did last time. Where's the candles? Where are the candles at? This is the 1 minute time frame. Let's see. Let's go to 5 minute time frame real quick. Here we go. All right, here we go. So it's 5 minute time frame right there, right? All right. What's that? I didn't hear what you said. All right, so here we go down here, right? Let's go down here real quick. Let's move this down a little bit more. Let's move this down some more here. Let's do some more here. I don't want that there. All right, this is like a divergence type thing. All right, so here we are. Where's 930? 930 is going to be July 11th, 930, right? 930? It's going to be here someplace, or way over here. 930 is right there. All right, so we got to see what this is going to do. So let's see. Hit a perfect, I think, let's see. All right, so where's it going to open up? So here's this. Let me move this down a little bit more. Here's the edit. So this is 1800 down here. So let's put some lines in here. 1800 here, right? This is negative 1800, right? Negative 1800. If it opens up below that, it's going to be tanking, right? And up here is positive 1800. If it opens up bullish, then if it opens up here, right? Let's make that yellow so you can see it because it's not. Make it yellow. Make it yellow there. Yellow. Okay. So 1800. This is going to be 1800, right? 1800. Like that, right? Okay. So let's see what it is. Let's put the line here. I was on array. Yellow. Let's make it yellow, right? No, it's green. Hold on. I want this yellow. Yellow like that, right? There you go. All right, so we're gonna see where it works. So let's see where it closed. This is the market where it closed on July 8th, which was Friday. So if it closed here, remember it's a red candle. So red candle closed below, right? That. So it all depends where it opens. If it opens down here, there's a gap has to fill. If it opens up here, the gap has to fill. So it depends on where it opens up. So it got 6 hours for NAS to do something, right? So let's see what it does. Where's it at right now? Right now it's selling, right? So I'll know when the market opens up at 9:30 where it's going to be. If these little red candles open up, because it's going to be a gap someplace. These are possible gaps. Gaps have to be filled. So here's a gap right here. Oh, somebody let me look at EU gap. Okay, let's not like GARP. Let's I can get the gap. All right, so let's look at EU. Somebody take a look at EU. It probably broke my second X, right? Broke my second X. Yep, it's breaking my second X. See? It's breaking my second X. So do I take a trade on this? Well, I'm gonna wait. This is a 15-minute time frame. Let's go to 5-minute time frame. See, so it's breaking so it breaks the second X. So once this closes in 3 minutes, and every test, you can take a trade for this, and you can take it down to the second X. See how it works. So it's up to you if you want to take the trade or not. You'd have to decide if you want to do it or not. All right, but you can do it if you take this trade. So here we are right here, right? So once this closes, it's 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. So if this closes below this X here, right? X, this zone here, then you can take this trade down to the next level, which is going to be, if you're going to be up that low, that late. So you're looking at a possible 40 pips. So let's say somebody's dying. So I'm gonna bring up my my chart, and I'm gonna bring up my EU chart. Let's see if we're gonna get in this trade or not. EU. So is the trade going to give me another setup? I don't know, but I got 2 minutes left. If this candle right here closes below X, and another candle opens up down here somewhere, or a retest, I'm jumping in. Another minute to go, right? So we got that was okay. I got another minute, 25 minutes to go. So my stop loss is going to be above the little gap here. See this little gap here? So my stop loss will be up here somewhere. I'm going to enter somewhere in here. My entry is going to be somewhere in here, right? Because I'm waiting for this to close. But on my other chart I have, it's at a support zone. So it has to break this or not, depending on what it is. So you're kind of in no man's land right now because you're at a support zone right there. So you come down here, you see down here, this zone is a support zone. Even though it broke a little bit, it probably could come down a little bit more, but it can't come down that much more. So this is where you have to, say, okay, well, how far is price going to push back down? And if you look at price right now, it's having a hard time wicking on this little level right there, right? So this is a nice little level right there, if I can bring it there. If I go to a higher time frame and see, you can see that it's resistance here, right? That right there is resistance and then went the other way. Look at that. Went up the other way. So this is where it's going right now, see? So this is a risky trade because you're like, okay, well, okay, the 15-minute time frame, let's see, 5-minute time frame. So it has to break, but this is because this sell was up here. So technically, EU gave you 70 pips. You get 100 pips on EU in like a day. So this is from Asia all the way to London. So this trade here is kind of tricky. This is a support zone, so you have to be careful of that. Keep an eye on it though. Well, this is what I'm looking for right here. Because this is a gap right here, and this is the gap. the possible gaps. It's got a gap up or gap down, right? These are possible gaps you got here, this and this. So it depends on where it starts off with. If it starts off below 1800, it's going to rise up. And if it goes up here, then it should stay above. If it stays above 1800, then it should be bullish. So I have to wait and see.
And when you say stay above 1800, you're saying stay above negative 1800?
Positive 1800. So let me show you. Let me show you. Let me lock this. Lock this. So let's look for an example that we're, remember 1800 up here, right?
Right.
So let me draw a line because we're going to go back and back test this. This is how I back test stuff. Draw a line right here. And I'm going to put 1800 here, coordinates. And I'm going to go back and see. And let's go here. Let's go here. Take this out. Let's take this out too. Because you're 1800, 0, and negative 1800. So I'm coming here and put another line here, 1800 here, right? And we'll put negative 1800. And we're going to just back test this thing because that's how you learn. That's how I learn anyway. So this was July 8th, right? So I'm gonna go back.
Right.
This is 5-minute time. Let's go back and look at this. What does this do? Here's the little candles, right? You can see the little candles. It's here, right? So it's really above 1,000. But 1800 is really the number, but this is above 1,000, right?
Yes.
What you say? Above 1,000. So what happened here? Right at 9:30. Here's 9:30, right? Where's 9:30, right? Here. What happened 9:30? Out the gate.
Went up.
Went up. You see that automatic, right? But you already
Yes.
see that it's already in a trend already. Look at that. You see that? It already was already up already. See? You could have gotten a buy right at 9:30. You see? I got a buy signal right here and it went all the way up. Look how hard it went up. You can clearly see that. Even if I take some of these indicators off, you can see that it went up at 9:30, right? Let me be clear.
Right.
Boom. Right at 9:30. Right at 9:30. And because it was what? It was above, it's above 1,000. 1800 is game time, but if it's 1500, that means it's probably gonna be trending. Okay, so
Okay.
right at the box, 9:30, boom, bell went. You should have jumped right in at 9:30. But if you're looking at the charts earlier, you'd have known that. Okay, well, I had to look at support here, right? Support right there, and I have another level here. So it never came back. It never came back below that level. And then once the ADD's right there, boom, it went up. So let's see it. Let's look at some other ones. This one. Look at this one here.
So in that case, it's opening below positive 1800, right?
Right. So there's a chance it could go up, but you have to. It's not guaranteed because nothing in the market's guaranteed. The market's not like, oh well, it's above 1,000 gonna go up. No, it doesn't work that way. You just got to be patient and look. But if it's above 1800, it's most likely gonna go up. But then it has to fill the gap, right? So somebody said, how does it fill the gap? Okay, so let's get rid of all the lines here so I can show you. All right, so this was, what day is this? July 6th. This is Wednesday, right here, Wednesday, right? So let's write that in there so you can see what I'm talking about. This is Wednesday right here, right? Wednesday. So where did this open up at?
Just below 0 there, it looks like.
Let's see. Well, open right here. Where's this level right here? This level's right here. There. What level? What level is that? Right here. What is that? Boom. What's that? That's negative 153, right?
Right.
So what do we do with this? Well, this is where you have to be patient because, like, hey, it's not above 1,000 and it's below 0. So there's a chance that it could go up. A chance it could go down. So if it's not above 1,800, if it's not above 1,500 or below 1,500, I let it work itself first. So I have to work itself. So 9:30 is here. So then you got to wait. So I did this here, and then what happened? So it did some things here, right? And then what? It reversed up here. So this is kind of choppy, right? This is choppy right here.
Right.
So I wouldn't really mess with this right here. It's choppy. You can get some sales here, but it's choppy. Up and down, up and down, up and down, choppy. This is what you want right here. See, you want that. So this move happened at 11:45. So okay, so what do I have here? So once it hit here, you see it's going down, and eventually all went all the way down. So this is a choppy market right here. So from here to here, you got to be careful. This would have been a bad day to trade because you'd have been in a choppy market. If you understood support resistance, you could have got this up, down, up, down. So you have to be precision with that. So if the market opens up somewhere down here, you got to be wary. Okay, well, this might be a bad situation, but I can probably get in here somewhere. This would have been a nice entry right here. See?
Okay. So I got it noted here. I think you and you said if it's around 1,000, it's gonna be a range. I guess that's
It's
exactly
possible.
what happened there. Yeah.
It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
But you can remember this is industry's not. You can get burned fast. If you understand how to trade this, then you're straight. See, you draw this all the way out here. You see that this is a support level here. See, support here. So you know if it comes, if it goes here, comes here, comes here, comes here. If it comes back to the support level here, then you can take a trade because it came back here. So you can take it all the way up to here, and now you're trading support resistance here, and then you get back in it, come back down here. So if you wait, if it comes back down here again, then you take it all the way back up. This would have been so you've been rewarded for this if you've been trading it. And this is a bigger structure right here, so you could have got it in another trade right here. Could have got it in here. But if a trade opens up above 1,800, most likely you're going to get right in. If it's below 1,500, then it's a gap. And I mean by the gap is had to fill the gap. So if you look, come over here, where did the market close on Wednesday? Closed right here, right? Closed right here, right? Closed right there. So it closed at negative 968. Where did it open up at? Up here, right? It's Thursday. 7th is Thursday. So open up right here. There's a gap right here. Just a gap.
Yeah.
Let's see the gap right there. This little arrow is a gap. This right from here to here is a gap, right? It gapped up. So at 9:30, what happened? It went up, opened up right here. Boom. What happened? Automatic. This would have been an automatic trade to get in. Right? Hey, look at that. Boom. Can't make this stuff up. Look at that. Automatic. It gapped up. So that means if it opens up here, that means you're buying it. What happened? You bought it all the way up here. See? It stayed above 1,800. Well, it stayed above 1,504. So you literally could do 1,500 if you want to. 1,800 is the sure shot way of saying it's going to be bullish day, but it was bullish, right?
Yeah.
You can clearly see that it's above 1,500. So you'd had this trade. Look at that, all the way up here. See, it stayed above 1,500 until end of the day, and it's done, right? So you would have been in. This is Thursday here, right? It's Thursday here. So you see, there's 2 trades in the week. The other one was choppy. I didn't want anything to do with this. It's choppy. So that's Wednesday, Thursday. It was Tuesday. It's Tuesday. All right, look what Tuesday did. Look at Tuesday. Tuesday was what? Look at Tuesday. Tuesday opened up here. So Tuesday opened up here, right? And it closed up here. So let me get rid of all the lines. So this is Tuesday, the 5th, right after July 4th. So it closed here, right? The green is top, closed right there, boom. And where it opened up at? It opened up here. So closed there and opened up here. So there's a little gap right there, right? It's a small gap, right? But you see that it filled it, right? And went through and filled it right there. So it gapped up but it came back down and filled the gap and went back down. So this would have been 940, you would have been in the trade. And this trade would have been a little bit more easy to handle because you see that it went down, see?
Mm-hmm.
It went down right here. It went down right at 930. And they continue to go down a little bit. I mean, this is kind of choppy market a little bit, but you could have got in right here or when the gap filled. So the gap's right here, it's filling the gap. So you could have got in this candle right here. So you're scalping this. So it's kind of choppy market. So it's still kind of, you could still get some points off this. Not a lot of points, but you could have got in here and you'd have got, 100 pips, not bad for Nas. The move would have been right here and taking it up. Because it's still below, it's below zero. So that's kind of a tankish market. But you have to use, see, I can know how to use, if I use some of these other ones here, then I know where I got higher highs and stuff. So I can kind of look and see what I got,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it, it's up here, so it's reverse up there. So, and then again, this is Nas. So, Nas moves dangerously, so you have to be careful of that.
Gotcha.
But, you can kind of continue on here and see. Look at this one here. That's what this is. You can go all, you can all the way back. Holiday, get no data. See, there's no data here. We got this here. See, what this is June 1st, right? So what happened June 1st? Where are the candles here? Let's see. Gotta find where the candles are. Let's see. 15-minute time frame. Okay. There we go. They're down here somewhere, right? Over there. Okay, let's see this. I bring them up. They gotta bring them in. It's coming from our other thing there. All right, so this is July 5th. I gotta make sure I can see where the candles are. So gap fills means that it's a good place to enter in the market. So this is June 30th. Okay, let's look at this. Clear all the lines. Show your textbook trade. All right, so this opened up here. What level is this? This is 930. Opened up right here at 279. That's below 1,000. So it's like more likely to see it go bearish, right?
Okay.
So because it's a little bit above zero, but if it's not above 1,000, you're probably looking at a bearish day. So I'm right here, right? So let's see what happened. Did it go down bearish at 930? And you can see that it did right the box. I got a sell signal right there, but it came back up again. See, it came back up again, and then it finally went back down. And then you see that it finally went back down, right? It did eventually go down for the rest of the day. See that? So
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna take stops out because this is what they call stop hunt high. There's a 945 stop hunt high candle that many people don't know about. That's the market makers trying to take you out because if you see this here, if you play both sides of the fence, you've got the sell signal here, but you don't take every sell signal. So you get the sell signal here. This is a push back up to take people out, and this is the higher high here, and they got a sell signal here, and then it comes back to retest this because this really is a higher. This is really like a downtrend because it started up here, it came back up to retest it again to get the other liquidity up here, and then it started to tank. And you see, this is doing the rest of the day. So, would have been one of them trades where you would have came up here and held it at 1045, and you see that it went all the way down. It played around a lot up here. You could have got in here at 2 o'clock, and then it just went all the way down for the rest of the day to the next day. So that's how this is, see? But this is one of them trades you have to hold on to it. It would have been whipsawing up and down, but long as it didn't pass the level of 11,718.6, then you're straight. And this does this all the time. See, look at this. Every day that this does this 1130. So this one here opened up where? It opened up above 1800, right?
Right.
But you're thinking it's going to be bullish. But like I said, it doesn't always work that way. So let's see what you got here. It opened up bullish, right?
Yeah, I can see that. Yep.
But remember, there's a gap. What gap you got down here? See, you gotta fill this gap, right? So where to close? Close here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it opened up there. So you're saying, oh man, it should be bearish, it should be bullish, right? Well, no, because it closed here, right? And where to open up over here. So even though you're here, because remember, you gotta look at the next day. What's the next day say? Why is this tanking now? And this is well, you can see why. See, look at this. It opened
Yeah.
up here, right? But over here, it closed right here. See? So I have a gap. Where's the gap at? The gap's right in here. If I can draw a line of zone, that's the gap right there, right?
Yep.
So I have to fill the gap, and went up, and you got little bullets run, but didn't have to fill the gap. So it filled the gap here, so you got in right here, and it rolled all the way down. This is the
Nice.
gap right here. So even though it started off 1800, just because it starts at 1800 doesn't mean necessarily it's going to be bearish, bullish. You just have to know that, well, you would have known already that it closed down here and opened up here. There's a gap. Even if it kept going up, it has to close someplace. It could have waited somewhere here, but it filled the gap. This is gap fill right here.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have got in at 9:45 and taken it down. You would have let the market open up. The market has to open up, do some weird stuff. It could have kept going up, right? It could have kept going up. It could have kept going this way, right? Could have kept going up.
Yeah.
But it's running into a lot of resistance up here. See all this red? See all that red up there? Look at that red up there. It's resistance. There ain't no blue up there. It's resistance. So she gonna come down sooner or later. Look at that.
Yeah.
She about to come down. So she could have went up, but he would have had a higher high here. And you didn't break the higher high. See, you didn't break structure. This is the higher high right here. Once this higher high printed, this is a 9:45 stop hunt candle. So they say, oh, well, you got a little buy. I'm gonna take more positions. And then they take all the money in here, liquidity, right? And take people out. And then what happened? It tanked. Because it has to fill the gap. The market has to even itself out. So it has to fill this gap. So it filled the gap. So this would have been a trade easily for you to take. And then you'd have rolled that thing out. You see it went down.
Yeah, that's a really clear example, that one.
Right, clear example. But they're not all like that though.
Yeah.
That's where you have to be aware of that. So you have to know, oh, well, we're gonna buy. If you put your whole life savings on this, you'd have blown your account.
Right.
Because if you didn't know about the gaps, see, I would have taken. I got a buy signal here. I would have taken it straight to the buy. I would have waited. And once I had that higher high out here, game time.
So it seems like the initial move, there's an initial move, and then there's a response to the gap, perhaps. A probability.
Yeah. Probability, right.
Yeah.
And sometimes the move is the move. Like you've seen it, sometimes it hits and it goes. Like here. So here's another, look at this. This opened up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it went up. And look, it's above 1800, see? And what happened? It went all the way up. See that? Little uptrend.
Yeah.
It stayed above here. But it closed here, right? On the 24th. And I have a gap. I have another gap. The same gap. This same gap still represents, right? I can probably move it up a little bit, right? But I like to clear everything so you can see it.
Yeah.
All right. So you can see the gap. You can clearly see the gap right here, from here to here. Has to be filled. So it gap up, it stops here, right? Then what happens? It opens up here, right? But does it ever fill the gap? No. Sometimes it won't fill the gap. So if it gaps down, right? Right at 9:30, you jumping in for a sell.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then what happened? It went down, right? Look at that, it went down. Went down. Because you could draw a trend line here and see. It truly was a downtrend, right?
Yeah.
And this is what? This is well, that's nighttime, but this is 9:30. Here's 9:45 right here. So it closes right here. So if you would have took a sell, you'd have been in a bearish market all the way down to the close of the market.
Mm.
Even though you got some pullbacks here, but you see that the entry, this would have been an entry here. You could have waited to retrace, came in here, and then you could have got it back down here. But by this time, you're not on the charts at 7 o'clock. Unless you just married to the charts, it's different.
Right.
You're trying to get the trade from 9:30 to 12 is when you try to trade this thing. So let's see. So go back. The gaps are important. Here's another gap right here. Look at this. Another perfect example. Come here, move that. So Where it close at? Close right here. Green close on the bottom. Boom. You can clearly see there's a gap right here. Open right there. So the gap has to be filled, right? So actually it's up here, but somewhere up here. So where the gap filled at? So where it opened up at 1800, and what happened? It was bullish all the way up. See? So right in here, you got in, you'd have been riding it. See? All the way up because it's above 1800. So it stays above 1800 in this manner, then it's going to be good. So here's another textbook trade by the box. It gapped up and it opened up above 1800. So if you see a gap up and open up 1800, you're probably going to be in a bullish market. So that's the rule. I'm trying to, but it doesn't always work that way. You see, look at this one. Here's a prime example. This one. Look at this. I bet you that closed. Here's so open up here. Open up here. So I'm sure there's a gap over here. This is 222nd. So look where it opened up. It opened up way below 1800. Look at that. Boom. So this is a classic example. If it opens up at 1900, you better believe it's going to be going up. That's almost classic. All right. So where's the last time it closed? I bet you it closed up here someplace, which I bet. It probably closed. I guarantee you that I'm looking for June 22nd, 21st. It probably closed above negative 1500. How much would I bet? It closed above because it had to gap up. Here's what's this. 20th is, well, it might have been another day. June 20th. So when you get this here, that means it's a weekend or something. What is this? This is June 22nd. Oh, June 22nd. June 22nd. It might have been another weekend, maybe. Let's see. June 22nd. It was a Wednesday. Okay, well, now we gotta keep going, right? Yeah, it's morning. Gotta keep going. Gotta keep going. Let's see. This is 15-minute time frame. We gotta keep going. Let's make it smaller. Okay, here we go. Look at this. I told you. See, you can start this. I said that this probably closed here. Okay. So there's a gap. There's a major gap here. So the bigger the gap. Look at this. See where it closed here?
Yeah.
To fill this gap right here. Look at this gap. It closed here and opened there. Look at that. It had to fill the gap. It filled the gap perfectly. So if you got a long gap like this, and this one is below 1800, oh, straight buy. What happens? Straight buy, right out the box. Boom. Right out the box.
Nice.
So if it has parameters to be like that, then it's going to be good. See.
Okay, I appreciate that, man.
This is, and you can do this all day, every day. You can back test this thing to death. Okay, let's go over here. Let's look at this one. You can start to see the gaps before they even come. Here's the line right here. Close right there, right? Close right there. And this one here opened up here. So I have a gap needs to fill. Right? Opened up above 1500. Like I said, it doesn't work all the time, but sometimes it does work. So it never filled the gap, right? But it gapped up, right? And what happened? Buy right out the box because there's a gap up. So here's the gap. It's close here. So I got to cover this space, right? So by opening up here, it covered the space. It didn't really, but you see, it tried to get back. It tried to come back into space. See, I came back down and it came back to test the gap. See, sometimes it doesn't. I need some candles in here, right? So when this gap get filled, it got filled over here, not here, but that's another day. See, so gapped up. So I come and close the drawings, right? And look at this one here. Look at this day. Look at this day. Perfect example. You can't get better than this. Watch this. So the market, this is what? This is June 15th. So June 15th is June 15th is Wednesday. All right. So this is June 15th is a Wednesday, right here, Wednesday. So watch this. This might be a perfect one. Tuesday, right? June 15th. Okay, so at the market closed on Tuesday right here, right? Where it close at? It closed right here. Boom. All right. So where it opened up at. It opened up down here, right? So I got a gap to fill. So what happened? It opened up down here at what, 259? And what happened? It went up a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it had a little buy here. This is kind of choppy, but you could have got some information. You could have made some trade here. So there's a gap here. So it closed here and opened up here. So it has to be a gap though. So if I come over here and move it over here to close here, this level right there, right? So I can probably move this over here so you can see. So open up there. So open up here has a gap down, has a gap up. So this is 930. 930 is here. Right there, right? Let me make this a little lower. Let's see. It opened up there. So what happened? It had a little buy action, a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And then had that came up a little bit and it dropped. So you would have to wait. This would have been 930. 10 o'clock, you would have got the sell down. You see the sell right here, a little sell. It's kind of choppy,
Yeah, I
but
see it.
but you can get a sell. You would have got in here, and you would have got it here, and you would have got 130 points, 130 pips. That's not bad. I think
No.
point one would have gave you $14. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
0.10 would have been $140. 0.5 would have been 70. So you still win. And then you would wait, right? Then it came here again, and it's coming back in the gap. So you'd have waited here, and then if you still would have been buying, it could have went this way. So there's ways to do it. So with that being said, I'm coming over to what I have now. So what I expect to see tomorrow or 5 hours, I'm about to take my butt to sleep, but in 5 hours, 9:30. We got here. Getting close to it, right? 9:30. 9:30. Here we go. So right here. So right here, let's see what we got. Let's get rid of all the lines. Oh, this is kind of a weird thing here. Let me go back to sometimes this. Sometimes the trading view screen gets jacked up when you're trying to do stuff. It's weird. Let's see what we got here. I'm trying to find out where my other one's at. Go here for this. Let's see. Here we go. Take this off. All right, so here we are. Let's see what you got. Let's see. Unscramble this junk here. It's good to retest it without the stuff on there so you can see it, but let's see. All right, so this is where we are right now. Let me see if I can find these candles and see where the candles are down here. We are there. Oh wait, let's see. You gotta come here and change the tick, add, and you gotta change the lines here. I normally have this stuff set up before the price opens up and stuff. So basically I don't have this. Okay. All right, so we got this here. Let's see. Where we at? We need 9:30. There's 9:30. Where the candles at? Here. Let's see. Find where they are, right? Let's set the tick here.
You looking for the Friday close?
Yeah, it might be see we're the 10th. That's Sunday, so might be this one. We go to the 5-minute time frame with more candles. More candles. Here we go. All right. One is kind of hard because it's lower, so it's gonna be cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's see. I'm trying to find out what the heck's going on for me. 9:30 today, right? Today's 11th. Let's do 15-minute time frame so I can get more information here real quick. All right, here we go. I think it's good, right? All right, so what am I doing here? 11:30. Okay, I'm looking at 9:30 right now. See, we're in a buy right now, right? So let's go over here to 9:30 is right here. All right. So we got some room. We got another 5 hours to go. So what I want to see is this. Where's it going to open up? So it's going to open up here. So 1800's here. That's right there. And negative 1800. See, closed here, right? Close right there.
Mm-hmm.
Close right here. Or close. Or the weekend, that was the 8th. Close right there. All right. So it depends on where it opens up. We don't know. See, 1800's down here. If it opens up like way below 1800, probably gonna go bullish. It can't go any further down. The market has to correct itself. That's where we are so far.
Okay.
So what are we looking for? Well, where we're here. So then I like to keep another chart up here someplace on 15. Cause I need to get more indicators to look at things here. All right, so this is a 5-minute time frame here. Let's see. Okay, so the 5-minute time frame tells me I'm overbought, right? On the this little pro waves here, it's like an RSI way up here. See, way up here somewhere. So I'm expecting a sell off. Let's see. Based on what I have here. I'm based because it's hitting some resistance. See. Like I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. So it all depends on where it opens up. So if the man opens up here, possible it could be bullish. We wanted to go this way. It could go that way. So if the man opens up this, it could go that way. If he opened up here, down here somewhere in the basement,
Mm-hmm.
he got to feel it's gonna be a bearish, it's gonna be a bullish day. Right out of the box. If everything lines up. He got to fill this gap here. Okay. But there's a possibility that if he opens up here, as my analysis over here says, it's got to tank because it's got to go the other way. See, it's a downtrend. See that?
Yeah.
So these are other areas of resistance up here. So if it again, I got 5 hours. So what does Nas do in 5 hours? Well, Nas could move at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I won't be around for that. But you know, you could come in here and say, well, let me get everything ready for 9:30 because I want to be prepared for 9:30. This is my 9:30 analysis. So I'll come over here, draw a trend like this, and then I see because it's bounced on the trend line. So that's good right there. See, so now I got my thing there. So I can kind of see what's going on. I can come back and check this later. This here. That's probably my last one. All right, so what we're looking for. All right, so if he opens up here, let's say he opens up someplace in here, someplace like this. It opens up at 0. Then what do you got? Oh, it might be a ranging day. When I say ranging, it could be consolidation. But if he opens up down here, way in deep in the pocket, in the basement, he coming up. We already saw like 5 examples when it was down here, he came up.
Yeah.
That's automatic. The market has to correct itself. It can't keep tanking. If it does, there's a big gap. The bigger the gap, the most likely you're going to have. If you have a big gap, you're probably going to have a 90% chance of getting into the gap and getting some trades. So those are those dudes there, right? Let's do right here. And the gap might not be filled today, might be filled down the rest of the week. Here, look at this. So it closed here, right? Opened up here, but eventually tried to fill the gap. You see there's some information here. It doesn't always get to fill the gap, but it tries its best to do that depending on the market. This works perfectly without news. If you got news, if you have UFD news and you can get on the right side of the trade, you'll get paid.
Mm.
But you gotta make sure you're on the right side of the trade because this is indices. It'll burn you. It ain't like no slow AU and UJ. If you're in the wrong side of Nas, you'll get burned. You'll blow a count so fast your head spin.
Oh yeah.
But if you
Done
can
it
get in
already.
time, right? If you get in right time, let's see. So let's see this theory. If it's below, if it's in the basement, does it always come up? Well, that's a good no, this is right. Only problem you have to go back, so I'm gonna test it out. All right, we're in the basement. This is the basement here, the basement, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if it works on 30-minute time frame basement. What happened? Did it go up? Right at the start, right? And here's a gap. Here's a gap right there. See? Here's a gap right here. Right here. So this gap right here to be filled. So let's see if it got filled right here. From here to here, right? That's the gap right there. Did it get filled at 9:30? Let's see. It's below 1800. Did it get filled? It did get filled. You see it that it got filled up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And look at 9:30. Look at this. In the base, if it's in the basement, it's gonna come up. What happened? Boom! It came right up at 9:30. You see that, right?
Yeah.
This would have been a trade that you could have got in 9:30, and it would have been not much drawdown in here a little bit. Okay, you're at work, you're at 9 to 5 work. Okay, you can't look at trade, but guess what? If you do the analysis, I'll take a break. 8:30 or something. I gotta use the bathroom or something. I don't know, whatever reason you gotta do.
Yeah.
Because you gotta make sure you're checking it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, on the trading view, but if you get your phone, you gotta do it a different way. There's no, you don't have these levels on your phone, so you'd have to get trading view on your phone. And if you know that this opened up below, what was this? This is it's clearly below 1800, right? It's negative 2000. So you could have known if you would have been looking at the charts and opened up here, you know it's going to gap up. So you could have gotten this trade right at 10 o'clock and rolled it up to damn near rest of the day. You see that? So you could have gotten this trade anytime this time. This would have been a perfect play out. If it's in the basement, it's most likely going to come up. It did go down a little bit, right? It opened up here at negative 1600 because it's in the basement. So he came down a little bit. You see that it got a little red candle there. I don't know if you see it or not. There's a little red candle here, but it has to come back up, had to fill the gap. So if it's in the basement, if you below 1800 in the basement and you gap down hard, best believe the next day you're going to be taking a buy right out of the box. And this is the 6th day we've seen this. So this is legit for me. Let's see. Okay, look at this. Look at this thing. Same exact thing. Look at this. Same exact thing. What do we have here? It closed right here, right? Red is below, right? Let's move all the lines off. We can see. So what do we got? What opened up? Oh, it opened up. It closed here, right? At negative 1000, right? That's where it closed. That's red candle closes on the bottom, right? Boom, right there. And it opened up deep in the basement, right?
Yeah.
And what did dude's here? And what happened? Dude rolled all the way up, right? It filled in the gap. Here's the gap right here. Here's the gap right here. Here's the gap right here. The gap's right there. Boom, right? So it gapped. So it gapped down. So it's got to fill the gap here and keep going all the way up. And then but this, look, you've been here. You got your pips. You're done. This is it. This was the move right out of the box. You had to wait. You had to wait a little bit. Had to wait till what time is this? 9:30. This moved up at 11. So you had to wait an hour. And then you can see that it went up. Went up. How many pips it went up? Went from here to here. That's 297 pips. So 0.01, you would have had 29 bucks. 0.10, you would have had $290. Not many people trade 0.10 on NAS, but so that's $300, 300 pips. So 0.5 would have got you 150 bucks. You'd have made 150 bucks in an hour if you would have been knowing that. Well, so what's the rule? The rule is that it gapped down and he was in the basement. The further you are in the basement, the more you're going to have going up. Can I fill a gap? That's 6 things we've seen already. And then look at this. Now this is the other way around, right? Let's go over here. So whatever you did going down, it goes back up. So it closed here, right? And we're open up here. So there's a gap down, right? I'm sorry, it's a gap up. So gap, wait a minute. So here. So it closed here, so it has to come up here, right? So it gapped all the way up. So it has to fill the market, and so it filled the gap, right? Look at the gap it filled. It filled the gap right here. So you got a green candle open up, and what happens? Boom, went down. So that's the gap filled, right? So at 9:30, you can clearly see that it tanked. 9:30, there's a tank. 9:30, you can see it. You can see right there, it tanked.
Yeah.
Right? It had initial buy to get you faked out, but what happened? Tank. You can see it, Tank City. 9:30. Where's my not this one here, but where's my line? Right here. 9:30 is right here. Boom. Clearly see it tanked. Right? So what's the rule? If it's here, it closed here, open up here, it's got a tank. It can't go any further up because it has to fill the gap. It could go further up, but you see that it can't even because it hit resistance up here. See?
Okay, yeah, I got you.
So you could have got in at 10 o'clock and rolled the thing down. So, and then what happened? You're in the attic, right? You got to come downstairs. You're in the attic. So basically, if you start up in the attic, you're coming down to the basement. If you start in the basement, you're coming up to the attic. Depending what starts. Now you haven't seen where it opens up at 0. So if it opens up at 0, then you are playing around. You want the price to open up in the attic or the basement. That's the goal. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible because some people confuse this thing to death. They're like, oh, I gotta make it simple as pie. If you open up in the, so where we are, this is where we are. What's 9:30? This is a 30-minute time frame here, right, for NAS. So let's go back and open up. We open up at 9:30, which is 11. It was right here. 9:30 is right there. All right. So where are we going to open up at? So my man, let me save this because this is going to be my chart for tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna know what I'm going on. So if I'm in the attic, if I stay above the attic, then I'm gonna keep going up. Right? If I'm in the attic, right? I gotta stay above this line here. See? I can't dip in here, but eventually I'm gonna have to fill the gap, right? But this gap is from before, so you know this gap don't work no more. I gotta make a new drawing because it's a new day, right? Or I get confused. So where's the levels? So the levels here. It closed. Let's just see. It closed here, right?
Yeah.
It was right there. It closed negative. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. I'm not in totally in the basement, but I'm in some of the basement, right? I wish that base would have closed down here someplace, but didn't. Okay, that's fine. So that's where's negative 1800 at? 1800 up here someplace. So here, let's see. So I'm gonna do it at 1800. And the higher you open up in the attic, the better chance you're gonna crash. So you want it to open up, and sometimes it does. If it's up here, it might be bullish all the way, or 1800, which is here. So some people don't like to trade like this. You know, everyone has different ways of trading, but this is, I found you can kill NAS all the time. It doesn't matter how you trade, as long as you get paid. So this is here, right? Right over here somewhere, right there. Look at my level right there. So negative 1800. So if he open up here in the basement, he coming up because he could continue to tank down. So then we got to look at the other. We have to look at the other things and see what's going on over here. Look at this. All right, so this is my line right here, right? That, and this is all I'm focused on is NAS. I'm not focused on nothing else. I mean, no other pairs. This is what I'm focused on right here. Because I'm going to catch that move, and it may be choppy. You never know. So,
This where you were talking about a 200 pip move you're looking for?
yes.
Okay.
EU and EU do. See, look how EU bounced off this. Another guy was telling me about that. Look, it didn't break my X. See, that's my other X. It didn't break my other X. So now it's going the other way. See, it reversed all the way. See, we could have been in that trade. Remember I was saying it could come down to second X? It never did. It never did it? It bounced off here and that's going the other way. See? So that could have been another move you could have caught. But like I said, you can't look at everything. You know, when you're on the Zoom, you know, everyone wants to watch all these pairs. That's why they're losing. You can look at one pair, two pairs, but if you look at 30 pairs, you're lost. I'm just trying to focus on this is hard analysis right here. So my man's right here, man's right down there. So this is what happened. I want my man to be able to come up here, right? Come to the gap and then come up. At 9:30, you're gonna know exactly what's going on. When you're gonna get a low red candle here at 9:30 in 5 hours. I'm gonna save this here. I think I recorded this, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna get out of here because I need to be awake when 9:30 was around. This is another 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. So anyway, let me
Okay.
I'm gonna bounce here and I'm going to basically wait till tomorrow. Wait till the rule is if you're in the basement, expect to push up. If you're in the attic, expect to push down unless it stays above 1800. If it stays above 1800, then it's going to be bullets. But then we have to look and see what we got here. See, this is our other chart here. So let's see. And there might be a push. I'm thinking there's going to be a bullish push up between now and 9:30. But with that said, I will say good night and I will see you guys on the other side. 9:30.
All right, Jay, thanks for your time, man.
You got it, man. All right, peace.
Yep.